everybody, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing as well as possible. For this Reiki session today, we are going to be doing an ear to ear distance session for the collective, for empowerment, harnessing your power, and shining like the sun. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start by doing a little bit of clearing with some dragon's blood sage. Okay, so we're going to move through and cleanse your aura. We are in Aries season. It's the beginning of the new zodiac year. And we could all use some beautiful, empowered, confident energy. So this is what we're going to be focusing on for today. I want to thank everyone in my Patreon community. I've had some lovely chats back and forth with you. And there's new people over there, so I just want to say thank you so much. And this video is dedicated to one of you. Acting on the courage of your convictions, inviting passion, beautiful. So we're just clearing anything that's available to be cleared here. Gorgeous. So we're going to start by lighting this candle and setting our intention. I think for a lot of us, there's been a lot of self-doubt, lack of confidence, second-guessing ourselves, and so This session is really going to be about trusting yourself, taking empowered action, believing in your gifts and in your power. You are so strong. You are so capable. Let's stand tall together. We've had some quite heavy sessions, all based on requests from you. So I know you're moving through a lot. I always want to balance these sessions out so that we have some fun and some light, bright energy here too. And if you are new here, thank you so much for being here. I'm a Reiki Master practitioner. I love ASMR. I love YouTube. And I create these relaxing sessions, or with the intention of being relaxing, for the collective. To help spread compassion and care. So here we are, we've lit our candle, our crackly wood-wicked candle. So now we'll set our intention on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned selves in loving comfort and perfect balance. I wish to conduct this distance Reiki session for empowering you, inspiring you to harness your power and to release self-doubt. So now, depending on what you're moving through on this particular day, this particular time, I now open this flame for you to clarify, specify, or even set your own intention. And considering it is in alignment with your and everyone else's wisest, most empowered selves, I will honor that intention here. Gorgeous. Gonna let this flicker away. There we go. So for this video, we are going to be focusing on the solar plexus. The solar plexus and the throat chakra. To really activate your sense of personal empowerment and to channel that through self-expression, to connect that to your ability to communicate and express yourself, share your truth with the world. Okay, I always forget which side has the secret little opening. So now I'm going to light this incense off of our candle to preserve that intention that we have set. Then I will draw the sacred symbols outside of your solar plexus, staying about a foot away from your body. Now I'm going to move through with this smoke. I'm using Sandalwood Incense here. It's such a sweet and earthy scent. So where it's available, we are beginning to clear any self-doubt. You can do this. You can carve out the life of your dreams. You are flipping magical. Flipping magical. Video coming out soon that's all about living up to your potential, rising to meet your wisest, highest potential self. And I wanted to create this video session beforehand, so that we've already done a clearing here. We feel empowered. We can hold our head high and walk through our experience with confidence. To then take us on the path to ascending toward that highest potential self that should be coming out a week from today. So if you're feeling maybe like there's a sense of creativity that you've been experiencing a blockage with, or with expressing that creativity, this is a good time to activate the connection between sacral, our creativity center, solar plexus, our point of action and strength, confidence, and then expression, expressing that creativity in whatever way. I felt a real blockage on my other channel, real creative blockage. I have a channel, the NASMR channel, where I do role plays, and it's really where I tap into a lot of my creativity. I love just having fun over there and playing around with writing different characters and all that kind of stuff. It's a real joy for me. I love that space. But I've been feeling a blockage over there for a few reasons. And I finally just had to show some tough love to myself and just be like, you know what? No more of this. No more of this self-doubt. No more of this negative self-talk. My girl, you gotta do it. Just do it. So I'm really excited that tomorrow, as you're watching this, tomorrow, my first episode of my new series is coming out. So it really worked. I started tapping into and doing these self-guided meditations that were all about empowerment and clearing self-doubt. So I wanted to make this available to you because I found it really helpful, or inspire you to just do that for yourself. Cool. I'll link the my series below if you want to check it out. It's the second season of my calcite series. It's a fantasy world that's a narrative, like long form narrative story, almost like telling a fairy tale from beginning to end with different chapters kind of thing. So the second season, the first episode of the second season is coming out tomorrow. Anyway, so if you have something that you're thinking you might want to act on, or thinking you might want to try, do it. This is the sign from the universe telling you, just do it. Release perfection. Release expectations. And my darling, just do it. Lovely. Gorgeous. Okay. So I have this little spray here. It's got clove, cedarwood, and lemon essential oils. Lemon for lightness. And I wanted to have something light for fresh beginnings. And cedarwood for grounding, and clove for the fiery aspect here. Obviously, Aries is a fire sign, so we're playing with fire in this session. We want to really ignite the courage, the fire, the passion, the drive. Areas are also associated with honesty. We really want to tap into the fiery element, this energy. Just going to be spraying all through your aura here. Still one of my all-time favorite sounds. Let's move through with some stones here now. We're going to be using this raw tiger's eye. Such a nice, empowering stone. Great stone for confidence. Great stone for alignment, empowerment, and citrine. This is a very joyful stone. It's a great stone for manifesting. It's also associated with the solar plexus and taking action. This is a little cluster, so I'm going to be using this to comb through, and then the tiger's eye to fill it up with this really powerful, beautiful golden energy here, combing through and filling it up, combing through and filling it up. I would love to hear if you've been experiencing self-doubt. I mean, I've received this request to do a video on this for so often. It usually goes, can you do a video for self-doubt, or can you do a video to invite confidence in, or, I'm feeling a little blah, or I'm feeling a little stuck. Can you do something to kind of empower me? Can we do a video on empowerment? I've gotten a lot of requests for that lately. And while all of my sessions have an intention connected to empowerment, having a video specifically dedicated to it felt like it was on the top of your mind, and been requested a lot in the past, but also especially lately. So, but not to worry, every single request I've gotten is on my list. So thank you for all of your requests. They really help me to create these sessions and build this channel. And it helps me feel connected to you as I create these sessions, thinking about those individuals, all of you who requested that session. So it's nice, it feels connected, and I appreciate it a lot. So now we're gonna move through in the throat chakra, clearing and then filling, combing through and filling the space. Confidence to express yourself, the confidence to express your truth in whatever way that expression wants to come out. It doesn't have to be verbal. Expressing yourself through your art, through whatever creative outlet you are drawn to, or gifted in. If you are an artist or, do, creative things, I would also love to hear about that. I'm a big fan of artistic people, and I'm just so drawn to creativity and sharing that creativity. So I'd love to hear if you are. I know a few of you are. It'd be cool to know. And if you want to share in what medium or what form your creativity manifests itself, I would love to hear that as well. Actors or painters or writers or anything, musicians. Love to hear. Gorgeous. Feels good. Lovely. Beautiful. And I'm going to be taking this piece of yellow calcite and moving this through. This has a more gentle energy to it, has a more supportive kind of energy. So if you're feeling really intimidated, this is there to kind of validate you and say, I get it. It's a scary thing to be vulnerable, and expressing ourselves invites a lot of vulnerability. But let's switch that. Let's flip that. And let's say, I am empowered enough to relish in that self-expression. The world deserves to hear my voice. The world deserves to share my truth, experience my truth. What a gift to be able to be vulnerable. You have the courage to be vulnerable, like our real person Reiki session that we did a few weeks ago. You have the courage to be vulnerable. I love what Brené Brown says about, vulnerability. Obviously, we've talked about that here, but especially when it comes to creativity, she's a few talks here on YouTube about what it is to be creative and who that's in the arena do we place in the seats and listen to in terms of the critics. Because it's nice to hear some of those voices and receive feedback so that you can grow, develop, and all of that. But we get to choose what voices we listen to. So she has a great speech on that if you want to look it up. All about who we let, and if you're not in the arena, that's one thing she says. If you're not in the arena, then you don't get to judge. In other words, if you're not putting yourself out there, I won't listen to your criticism, because you don't know what it's like to be vulnerable in this way, whatever way you're choosing to be vulnerable in, musicians, there's a musician that you really love and respect, and they give you constructive criticism or feedback about some of your songs or some of your music. Of course, that's just going to feel, that's a great opportunity for you to learn and grow. But if there's someone that has never tried or doesn't do it, and they are telling you that your music sucks or isn't good or anything like that, then you know what? They don't have a spot. They don't, because they're not in the arena getting bloody and dirty out there fighting, expressing themselves and trying and putting themselves out there, so they don't get a seat. There's something really empowering about that you get to decide who gets let in, who you listen to. So it's an interesting speech. It's a good one for this subject. I'm going to place this because it's very gemmy. It's very Jolly Rancher-y. Hard candy. Feels so nice. But I'm going to place this, the flat end, right on your solar plexus here, just igniting that energy, keeping that flowing. Beautiful. I love it. Lovely. And now we're going to take this piece of Sodalite. We're just going to connect the solar plexus with the throat. Sodalite is great for the throat chakra. It's one of my favorite stones for the throat chakra, for empowering your voice. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to place this right on your throat. It's very gentle. It's not restrictive at all. So just sending that beautiful energy into the throat chakra. Lovely. So now I'm going to take this singing bowl, we're going to move it through, particularly in the solar plexus. So connecting the solar plexus and sacral, and solar plexus and throat. Here we go. Moving it back and forth here. going to clear with our Selenite Wand. And I'm going to send you merrily on your way. This was charged in the full moon. Starting at the crown and moving down. How are you feeling? Aura feels very thick and buoyant. It's great. Gorgeous. Okay. Now we're going to finish off with our lovely little owl rattle. Really thicken up your aura. Nice and protective. So that you can move through your experiences, move through your fears, your doubts that might creep up from time to time with courage and ferocity. The courage to carry out your convictions, the courage to be vulnerable. So starting at the crown and moving down. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are strong, confident, capable, and empowered. You are creative. You are safe. You are strong. You are worthy. You have great value. Thank you so much for joining me. Go out there and do it. Whatever little seeds might have been planted, this is your call. Just do it. Sending you all a huge, huge, huge hug. Thank you for all of your support, your comments, for subscribing. I'm thinking we're probably going to do a live session on the next new moon, but I'll keep you updated. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And until I see you again, be well. just making sure that your little friend is receiving the kind of care and attention that they need. And so, you can already start to kind of do some hands-on healing. So make sure that you set an intention on behalf of Georgie's highest, wisest, most empowered, balanced, and aligned self. Reiki with Anna.